Hola a todos y bienvenidos a Chorri Aventuras de Blackcode. Hoy traemos The Sinking City, otra aventura sobre los mitos de Cthulhu y ahí a Relief Fatang y esas cosas. Así que como no tengo ni idea de qué va esto, solo porque tenemos que enfrentarnos a horrores primigenios, pérdidas de cordura y tocamientos de cosas tentaculares, pues vamos a empezar ya. En Massachusetts. Perfecto. Y el consejo que te parece ahí abajo está muy bien. Tengo el ojo de la mente. Vale. ¿Y ahora qué? Sonidos ominosos. No voy a omitir nada. Somos marineros. No le gustan los espejos, no le gustan las imágenes. No le gusta hablar. Y le gusta desdoblarse. ¿Qué hacemos en el borde del mismo? Hombre, tentaculín. ¿A dónde vas? Adiós, Bien, todo ha quedado claro. Es decir, me ha quedado muy claro todo. Tengo un ladrillo. El caronte, perfecto. No. Vale, esto es lo que hemos leído antes. Perfecto. Pulsa C para activar algo. Vale, y tengo un inventario o algo así. Vale, inventario, bien. ¿Y la cámara? Cámara. Apuntar y disparar, vale. Pero me quiero hacer una foto a eso. No. Agacharme. Ah, mira, con el tabulador. Perfecto. Ahí estamos. Vale. Bien. Entonces esto se apunta así y se dispara, ¿no? ¡Pum! Headshot. Ya le he derrotado, ahora que... Ajá, vale. ¿Qué? Voy a tener que cambiarlo Voy a tener que cambiar la parte de usar melee con la E.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
El parque del monolito te está esperando.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
¿Algo más? Bien, yo le doy un 7 en cuanto a higiene y comodidad a estas camas. ¿Quién es usted? Oh, hombre misterioso de amarillo. ¡Hey, capitán! Recuerda, la E es para atacar. No ataquemos a gente con hachazos.
Now get out. Now get out.
Me estoy replanteando el atacar a la gente con hachazos. Porque veamos a ver. ¿Puedo salvar? Sí, guardar. Bien. Porque pongamos, por ejemplo, que hago esto. Oh, Dios mío. Qué inútil eres, hijo.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners?
No lo sé, en el
Welcome to
fondo.
the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Un paraguas, un impermeable, un techo.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach.
Técnicamente
But you
ningún lugar
make
es un lugar
Mr. Reed.
corriente.
I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Aquí voy a ir cambiando así tranquilamente de cosa a cosa.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher.
Eso es un problema del garaje.
Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
Sí, sí, da ambiente y humedad. Y ciertas enfermedades relacionadas con la humedad y las dificultades respiratorias.
That's an eye-catching suit.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. A mere flood is no excuse for one to abandon.
A ver si
one's
es
life.
imposible de que no le vean.
Take it you're a big fan of yellow.
Well, I have a particular weakness for it. Call it a personal quirk.
El amarillo.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
Como él. Destaca porque en lugar de ir de amarillo va de rojo, carmesí, burdeos. Es fluorescente, brilla en la oscuridad, es un gusiluz.
Can you tell me a little
A remarkable creature. Scion of a robust bloodline. A philanthropist, a scholar, and the patron of the famous Oakmont University. A man of great ambitions and even greater ego. Do not make him wait.
La famosa Universidad de Oakmont, claro, quien no la conoce, es una universidad hermanada con la Universidad de mis cojones.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
Teniendo en cuenta que el Devil's Ring es el letrero que aparecía en su sueño cuando se tiró,
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
en esperar
I
desconocidos
host a
bajo la lluvia.
philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to it.
O una araña en su red a
Does
las
Oakmont really
polillas.
have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Tiene desconfiar de la gente que es muy amable en los juegos de rol. ¿Qué más ha marcado en el mapa? El prostíbulo local, el bar, la cantina y la tienda de nachos. No se pierda la tienda de nachos.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper.
¿Ves? El
Places you'll need
prostíbulo, la tienda de nachos.
This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Y encuentra placer en... ¿Será cabrón? ¿Dónde están sus modales? Yo bajo la lluvia y él bajo techo. Me cago en... Tío, estirado. Bueno, voy a intentar hacer una cosa. A ver si con él sirve. No, no sirve. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Que los ataques cuerpo a cuerpo no sirven con esta gente?
Is that a gun? Or do you just want a handshake?
Estoy contento de
Is that a
verle.
gun? Or do you just want a handshake? Is that a gun? Or do you just want a handshake?
Nada. No sirve para nada. Pues nada. No se puede salvar a todo esto. No salvar, sino cargar. Pues nada. Bueno, pues ya hemos hablado. Habíamos hablado con este hombre, pero ya se ha ido. Supondríamos que ese es el hombre con el que tenemos que... No, además. ¿Por qué nadas? Porque a ver, me gusta que nades, es decir, me gusta que nades.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us. Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Oh, mar, que nos traes alimentos que nunca comeré. El pescado no me gusta, y los bichos que traes tampoco. Dáselos a esta gente y que se mueran atragantados. Dagón, Dagón, gran señor y se muere mejor. Ese tipo de cosas. Que no. Me va a generar problemas lo de... Hola. Un pulpo enorme y lo tienen aquí tirado. No lo entiendo. En su momento está ya fresco. Nadie quiere un pulpo así. Pobre pulpo, nadie le quiere. Que no. Un barco hundido, un tentáculo, más tentáculos. Tentáculos enredados en tentáculos. Un tentáculo tentacular. Parkour. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es eso? En serio, ¿qué coño es eso? ¿Qué demonios es esto?
I don't care about your petty
¿Qué
excuses.
puñetas?
No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Los reglas son primeros. No, son normales.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care?
Me ha dicho que nos
What's
ayudemos
your
mutuamente.
angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is
Ese truco Jedi que ha hecho de mover la mano así.
Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Qué interesante.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Después.
Dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
No voy a hablar de sus rasgos, ya los vemos. Gracias.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Where's the house?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. Was standing right in front of it.
Me lo imaginaba, es decir, ha señalado para allá. Pero el bote salvavidas sí que es una información interesante.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Perfecto.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Muy bien. ¿Eso es el pescador?
I've said everything I know.
Vale. A ver, me ha dicho que hay pistas en el palacio de la mente y esas cosas. A ver. ¿Qué es eso de palacio? Sí. Vale. Rarezas. Rarezas. Muy bien. Una H. ¿Por qué hace plup plup? Vale, me estaba preguntando por qué en el chest hay hay dos bañeras aquí justamente aquí delante, pero claro, es para el pescado, no es para uso y disfrute de la gente. ¡Ey! Un polipador. ¿Qué puñetas? ¿Saben?
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Vale.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Fíjese, quitando las ojeras, parece incluso una persona humana. Incluso usted parece humano.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police?
Soy Batman.
I've already told them everything.
A mí
It's
no.
okay. I'm I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh,
Contratado
okay.
es una palabra muy fuerte.
What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis. We were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... Okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me...
That sounds familiar.
Empezó a cantar la canción de Bob Esponja y entonces ya le dio dolor de cabeza, mareos, visiones.
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing.
Sigo sin tener claro quién es quién.
Cattle starve.
¿Este quién coño es? ¿Es Barry? ¿Es...? ¿Quién coño eres tú?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
¿Una deidad?
Outsiders, show some respect.
¿Ves?
K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone.
¿Por el selisbuciano?
May he have mercy on his soul.
Lo veremos.
I'll leave you to it.
Este es Will.
Take care of
Vale.
yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me?
Cuando
Did I
lo
kill
sepa,
Paul?
no se lo diré.
Okay. Did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Descansar no implica que sueñe. Descansar implica que descansa. A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Parece humano.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
¿O no? La cordura. No, no. ¿Qué haces con eso?
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. Five cards short of a full house.
Bueno, hay dobles parejas. Y este tiene una pareja. Así que gana este. Y este también ha sido volcado.
I'm surprised they don't have someone's portrait here.
Vale, porque es una diana. Vale, y entonces aquí metieron al chaval. Nada por aquí. Gente fea por
So
acá.
that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Bueno, pues solamente son feos. Como casi todos los cristianos.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
Un cuchillo roto. Este cuchillo no corta, pero mata. Y bien, puedo... ¿Cómo se suelta esto?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Sigo sin saber qué he pulsado para soltarlo. El barco me gusta. Es un modelo bonito. Creo que es el barco que me ha traído. Vale, puedes abrirlo para saber si es... Ábrelo. ¿Qué puñetas? Bien, eso quiere decir en ismociano o en catulés. Hola, ¿qué pasa, guapi? Creo. Vale. Vale. ¿Me seguía bajando esto? Sí, usando esto me baja la cordura. Perfecto, pues nada. Suéltalo. Suelta. Suelta. ¿Qué? ¿Quieres? Soltarlo. Suelta. ¿Este es otro diferente? No, es el mismo. Vale, ya has visto lo que querías. Ahora suéltalo. 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 ¿Qué? ¿Cómo se suelta? Cago en la... Parábola hiperbólica. ¿Quieres? Soltarlo. Suelta. 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 Maldita sea. Haz algo, suéltalo. Vale. I'm bloody. Bueno. ¿Qué? ¿Qué demonios?
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
De momento no.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp. I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella.
¿Quieres dejar de...?
He was beaten to a pulp.
Nada, nada, nada. Pues nada. Nos están guiando para usar esto. Pues usaremos esto que... Wow.
What's happening?
Vale.
Take this, ape face.
Oh. Pero ¿quién es quién? Es decir, que si este es el machacado...
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Yeah, run!
No. Desde primero estaría tumbado, se habría levitado, habría hecho esas mierdas. Luego habría pasado esto.
This, ape face.
Y luego habría escapado por aquí, ¿no?
Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Ojo de la mente. No. Queremos esto, Palacio de la Mente. Tengo que estar haciendo todo esto. Vale. No, no. ¿Aquí he entrado? Aquí no he entrado.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Vale.
Choo choo.
No.
Ahem. Choo choo. Ahem.
My head! I still hear those voices.
These voices. These voices. No, nada que sea la policía, no.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Y esas manos por todos lados. Se supone que tengo que seguirle por aquí. Pues probablemente. A ver, ¿hacia dónde? Ha estado lloviendo y el barro puede disfrutar las cosas. ¿Qué pillo? ¿Por qué?
I've said everything I know.
Un casquillo.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
La parte mala es que me está bajando la... La cordura. Todo está lleno de manos. ¿Por qué está todo lleno de manos? Guajajaja, guajaja. Por aquí, te has ido por aquí.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
No puedo subir por aquí. Vaya por detrás. Vale. Pues nada, seguiremos la pista. ¿Por qué? Porque la pista es buena. Por ahí. Pues yo iré por aquí. ¿Por qué? Porque me gusta llevar la contraria. Está bien, iré por donde me llevas. Ahí dentro. Lo que no sé es cómo es capaz de seguirle.
There's something in the pocket. The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Y hay más sangre, así que eso no puede ser bueno. Bien, de momento está siendo interesante. Empezamos bastante rápido la trama. Va a ser por ahí. Me he tenido que hacer daño en la caída. Vale, a ver, ¿qué tengo por aquí? No tengo munición. ¿Por qué no tengo munición en la pistola? No. No. Muelles y casquillos. Muy bien. Vale. Pues teniendo en cuenta que lo mejor que sabemos hacer es golpear.
The door won't budge.
¿Qué pu... ¿Qué es eso? ¿Qué puñetas es eso? ¿En serio? ¿Qué es eso? No, ver.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
No te marees. Solamente es un muerto. Solo es un muerto. Vale. Si luego es perseguido al ver. No, no hagas eso. Me ha dicho que si eso está distorsionado, que use el ojo del ojete. Vale, esto está distorsionado, entonces, ¿qué tengo que buscar? Bueno, ya estamos con visiones.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
En un primer momento pensé que a lo mejor estaba distorsionado porque... Bueno, porque... había descendido la cordura, pero es que aquí... pues parece que no hay nada. Así que nada, vamos a avisar al padre de que hemos encontrado al hijo muerto. Seguro que nos lo agradece mucho. Yo estoy convencido de que se va a sentir muy feliz de haber encontrado a su hijo muerto. Hay que buscar algo, pero está fuera. ¿Tengo un mapa por aquí? Sí, tengo un mapa. ¿Qué es esto? No. El mapa es gigante. A lo mejor este es el... Casa de pescadores. Y no puedo encontrar el bar así porque sí. Me refiero pateándome el poblado este. Ya no hay... Ey, su colega.
Join in, newcomer. Praise the sea with us.
Sí, sí, pero tenía un colega aquí. Eran dos ahí. Hace un rato. ¿Por qué no está su colega ahí? ¿Acaso ha matado a alguien? ¿Acaso su colega ha muerto? ¿Acaso vinieron unos tentáculos y se lo llevaron? ¡Responda, maldita sea! ¡Responda! No sé cómo decirle esto.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Ni a los golpes.
I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Bueno, le voy a dar las buenas noticias, caballero.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain.
Bueno, hay ciertos rituales que...
Albert, tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you.
El tío de atrás, ¿qué le pasa? ¿Qué le pasa al tío de atrás?
I've said everything I know.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Bar del puerto. Y el puerto es todo esto, quizás. Sí, ese es el puerto. Vamos para la derecha, derecha, derecha. ¿Por aquí? Quizás. ¿Dónde está el mapa? Todo recto y a la izquierda. Todo recto y a la izquierda. Todo recto y a la izquierda. Vamos para acá. Todo recto y a la izquierda. Vamos para acá. Todo recto y a la izquierda, vamos para acá. Todo recto y a la izquierda, vamos para acá. Tururum, tururum, tururum. Mira, el bar. Disculpe, ¿es usted el del bar?
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around. You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella?
Por ahí quiere una bala.
I ain't eaten in days.
Y por ahí quiere comer una bala. Una tarotista.
Come closer, troubled soul. Let me tell you what your future
¿Por qué no?
holds.
You're some kind of, fortune teller?
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
¡Ja! Chorradas o cuéntemelas. Bullshit. Bien, ¿qué camino juego? ¿El del escéptico o el del tocapelotas? Pito, pito, colorito. Es un juego para rejugar y podéis jugarlo siguiendo otra ruta diferente. De hecho, deberíais hacerlo, porque seguramente esta es la ruta del mal.
Seems a little generic, don't you think?
I see many things, boy, and I will tell you them in detail for a small fee.
All right, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in the practical.
Balas va a ser que no.
Smokes and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
O por... Porque quiero entregar una bala. Venga, una bala. Una bala. Solo una.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
Seguro... Eso no tiene sentido. Teniendo en cuenta la cantidad de cosas raras que hemos visto en el juego anterior, eso tiene todo el sentido del mundo.
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
You are welcome. I can't wait to see what you do.
Y yo espero no morirme. Pitonisa, bailando. Fotos sobre lienzo. Recuerda, botón izquierdo, preguntar. Botón E, matar.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're
Disculpe.
everywhere.
Vuelva a hacerlo, por favor. Por favor, vuelva a hacerlo.
Stay alert.
Vuelva a echarse la bebida encima
Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Me encanta evitar que la gente se emborrache.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Me parece bien, pero el reparto de bebida no se ha cortado, ¿verdad? Bienvenidos a maravilloso truco de la armónica que desaparece. Y curiosamente solamente suena cuando aparece. No, sigue sonando. Hop, hop. Disculpe, hola.
Knock it off.
Hola. Ey, está bien. Que quiero verle la cara. Disculpe.
What's your problem?
Disculpe.
Hey, knock it off.
Hola.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it.
Ha!
Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. It looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Ese es el primer, que no hace nada.
Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Gracias por su ayuda.
There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
De estar estresado a... Es que pedí una puerta trasera, sí. Atrás. ¿Qué es eso? Ah, vale. Aquí hay algo encerrado. Aquí una de dos. O hay algo enterrado o algo va a salir de aquí. Pulpo al rodillo. Pornografía años 20. Sí. Sí. Este puede que sea ismuciano. ¿Quién sabe? Veamos a ver. Juegan blancas y dan mate en 17 tentáculos. Bien, el achaparrado es el rey, por narices. Porque ese rey blanco no puede estar ahí, así que es la reina. Y las reinas están en peligro. Peones. Y eso es un alfil. ¡Un alfil! Así que quedan peones y tal. La reina blanca está en muy buena posición. Muy mala posición. Muy, muy mala. Lo único que puede hacer es retirarse.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Hostias.
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to
Sí,
find
es un
his son
ismuciano.
Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
No, no te intereses por el aspecto de la gente.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. So I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons.
Yo creo que pasa al
Care to
revés.
fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us
¿Y quién los ha ido
Innsmouthers.
matando? ¿O han muerto de forma natural?
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask.
Pues ya es
I didn't want
tarde.
to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
Ya le has dicho el nombre. Tío. Tío. Tío.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué balas? No quiero balas. ¿Por qué me dais balas? ¿Qué es que esto se arregla con balas? Esto no se arregla con balas. Balas. Balas.
You think you're the
Nope.
first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
A ver, ¿qué tenemos aquí? Vale, como he escogido esta opción en lugar de la otra, vaya por Dios. Oh, qué mal rollo. A ver, estamos de acuerdo en que ha habido una afectación mental. Estamos de acuerdo. Entonces, claro, si tenía afectación mental no puedo decir qué es esto. Así que... Venga.
Please, I told you the truth, I swear.
Sí, sí, lo sé, lo sé. Tendría que meter todas las balas. ¿Qué es eso? Hello.
The port is closed by order of Robert Throgmorton. Back off.
Aquí estará cubierto y bien. Señor Morton, señor Morton. Maguila gorila. Oh, por...
Bye.
No. No me convence. ¿Dónde están las habilidades? Hay habilidades... Hay sociales. Recuperación antinatural. Espinacas, tanque, acechador. Anguilas come hombres. Vale, no hay habilidades de estas, así que... Vamos a mentir. Porque patata.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys.
Le hemos dicho el nombre del otro.
They tore him apart. It was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beast's. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Okay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
Rabofurcias y cerveza.
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here.
Es la maldición de la Macarena.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure
El monolito.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Me perturba mucho el tío del paraguas. Me perturba demasiado.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition
De hecho, el
found
paraguas está
anything?
roto.
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
Do you think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Ja, además de mi paga.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
Todo el mundo me lo
That's
ya
all
ve.
you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Y ahora la pregunta delicada.
About my expenses.
¿Cuántas balas me van a dar?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Bueno, pero podría, por favor, no sé, ¿cómo explicarlo? ¿Podría darme esos billetes de dólar que ya no les sirve? Y ustedes se quedan con las balas que tengan. No hace falta que me dé las balas. Usted puede seguir manteniendo su valor en bala. Pero yo me quedo con el dinero. ¿Le parece bien? Sí, bien. Perfecto. No sé a dónde ir. Pero bueno, vamos a dejarlo aquí por hoy. Esto ha sido el principio de la ciudad que se va hundiendo poco a poco. La llamamos Venecia. Así que nada, hasta la próxima en las aventuras de Black. Adiós.